handshake anticipated ending this cycle by addressing the question of divisive elections through the Building Bridges initiative, whose report many anticipate. But how easy is it to stem this unfortunate trend? Will Kenyans ever experience elections devoid of tensions and divisions? Our political reporter Akisa Wandera seeks answers in today's BBI Watch.
These are scenes all too familiar and synonymous with elections in this country: tension, protests, violence, destruction of property, and death. It is with this in mind that the Building Bridges Initiative Task Force saw it fit to include divisive elections as agenda number 5 in the 9-point agenda expected to help Kenyans overcome the negative election cycle. But how?
I expect the BBI to recommend very strong legislation in order to make our electoral system transparent and predictable. I don't think, people are concentrating too much on constitutional amendments. Constitutional amendments does not cure an untransparent electoral process. A transparent electoral process can be fixed by simple legislation.
But even with the report ready, just recently during the Kibra by-election, the monster of violence and political intolerance reared its head once again. Both the politicians and the people divided right to the center.
Yale tuliona kule Kibra ni maajabu ya kwamba kule Kibra iko jeshi ya wahuni ya kupigana vita na kuendesha fujo na kutumia mawe ati kuamua uchaguzi.
The Orange Democratic Movement will not be held responsible for disciplining errant people wale wanakuwa na kimbia huko.
Experts opine that the political class is the major catalyst for violence and instability in election cycles.
Politicians in general are a threat to national cohesion. The reason is very simple. We have a political class which always thinks about the next election, as opposed to thinking about the next generation. Because when you think about the next generation of the country, then you are putting the country at heart. You are patriotic now.
Since the momentous handshake, political camps have been clamoring for an overhaul in the executive structure, with belief that it will bring on board a large number of communities to influential positions. As a former NCIC commissioner, Professor Gitila believes this argument holds no water.
We are not a mature democracy, and that's why I fear actually the introduction of a parliamentary system in an immature democracy. You see, by its very nature, parliamentary system is a very unstable system. The UK has been able to change the government 3 times in the last 4 years. But they change within the party, and they change very maturely. In our situation here, we will be throwing stones in Nairobi.
With divisive elections being the main link to all the other agendas, Kenyans will be keen to see whether the recommendations will be solution-oriented or just another political circus.
And is Kenya ready for a referendum exercise?